Yo, what's the deal, YouTube? How y'all feeling? It's your boy Motivational Wills. Look, I feel good. I feel excited. I'm excited to be here with you guys. Today we're gonna talk about the 3 steps I use to change my life, and this changed my life overnight. So I'm gonna share it with you guys because the reason why I follow these steps is because like the life I used to live, the life where I come from. Y'all know. I used to be in the streets. Y'all know I used to sell drugs. Y'all know I used to do drugs. Y'all know I used to hang around some of the wrong people. And I had to be dedicated to my journey and stick to this process. And then it involved me eliminating a lot of people that I used to hang around. I had to get rid of some of the habits, and I had to be committed. A lot of people don't got what it takes to stick to this journey, because at the end of the day, we too focused on trying to be cool and trying to be loyal to other people, so we don't dedicate ourselves to what we're trying to do. And remember, you don't owe nobody but yourself. And once you're outstanding, you don't have to try to fit in. So like I said, I'm gonna share these 3 simple steps, and this will change my life. So you can use it if you want to, but like I said, I'm sharing advice with you guys on how I changed my life. And first I had to make a commitment. I had to make a commitment to myself, and not only to myself, to God and to my family. And I had to really think about how was it affecting me, how was it affecting my family from some of the actions I was doing, as far as doing drugs and not being able to function if I'm not high, like I said, I really had to think about it, like, what is this gonna cost me if I don't change my life? And I could either went back to jail, because I done been to jail numerous times in this chair, numerous times. Like I said, I done sat down, 4 months? Yes, I sat down 4 months in this chair in the jail, and not on no medical pod, and on a pod with everybody else. I was the only person in the wheelchair in that pod, and it was 50 other dudes in there. So like I said, I had to think about, like, what is it gonna cost me if I don't want to go back to jail? I've been shot 2 different times on 2 different occasions. So if I didn't want to go back to jail, if I didn't want to keep risking my life, if I didn't want to get shot again, I had to really commit to this. And don't get me wrong, it was a struggle, and it took a lot for me to make these changes. And also, I had to really be dedicated. I had to be committed. I had to be motivated, self-motivated. I had to use my family for motivated. So basically what I had to do is I had to get leverage on myself, or find leverage for myself. And on this journey, you're going to have distractions. You're going to have slip-ups. You're going to have setbacks. But you got to be like a train on a track. If you get knocked off, you got to get right back on the track, or you're not going to be able to get to your destination, or you're not going to get to where you desire to be. So like I said, I had to make a commitment to it. It's like being in a relationship. Once you're in a relationship, you're committed to it. And if you're in love with who you with in this relationship, then you're not gonna cheat. So what I'm saying is, you can't cheat yourself. If you're not committed to it, you're gonna find every reason to stop doing what you're doing, or let setbacks knock you off, or fall into some of them same traps. So like I said, commitment is key, and that was my first step to me changing my life. And then, like I said, I had to think about what it was gonna cost me, because on the path that I was going down, it could have ended up costing me my life, or costing my family, or I could have brought harm to my family. And so I had to really think about, like, if I don't want to face those situations, or put my family in that situation, or if I didn't want to be back in some of those situations that I was in, I had to really make a commitment. I had to be committed. Step 2 was I had to change my habits. I had to change my habits and replace my habits. I had to replace some of my bad habits with good habits. I had to turn my negatives into positives. Just like my brand, I still trap. Like, I turned trap into trust, relationship, assets, principles. Most people can't brand trap. You don't hear really too many people just branding trap, or bringing trap to the community, or bringing trap to the schools, or bringing trap to the workplace, or wearing this brand like I do. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I wear it proudly, because like I said, I turned this negative into a positive, and that had something to do with me changing my habits. I had to stop smoking. Like I said, was a part of doing drugs, popping pills and drinking syrup. I had to stop doing all that stuff. Then I had to stop hanging around the people that was doing those things, because at the end of the day, no, I'm not weak-minded and I have a very strong mind, but at the end of the day, you are who you hang around. So if I'm hanging around the people that's smoking, drinking, and popping pills and drinking liquor and want to hang out at the clubs every day, then that's what I'm going to end up doing. Yeah, I might be committed to my journey, but at the end of the day, if I'm still hanging around some of them same people, it's going to lead me back to some of those same habits, and I'm going to fall in some of those same traps. So then I had to delete the negativity out my phone. Delete some of them contacts. And I know you're like, Jay, I know you ain't delete and stop hanging around your friends and cut your friends off completely. Yes, I did. Because I didn't want no negative energy around me. I didn't want no negative energy to be able to get in touch with me. And I know if I'm really committed to this journey, I'm not even going to talk to some of them same people. I'm not even going to hang around some of them same people. I'm not even going to let some of them same people hang around me. We don't do the same things. We don't have the same goals. And your goals must align with your standards. Most of us got these big goals and low standards, and that'll never work. So, like I said, you got to change your habits, which is, like I said, which is key. That's another thing that's key, because at the end of the day, most of us change our lives, but still be hanging around some of the same people. Most of us will try to change our lives, and we still going to the club. I had to stop trying to hang out, and I started hanging out at the gym. I had to stop trying to hang out around some of the old people that I used to hang around with. I started hanging out with the judge. The same judge that done locked me up. The same judge that put me on house arrest. The same judge that done suspended my license. The same judge that if you come in front of me again, I'm going to give you this much time, or I'm going to do this and then the third. Now I hang out with that judge. Now I'm able to go to lunch with this judge. Now I'm able to have meetings with this judge and call this judge for favors. So like I said, I had to change some of my friends. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't easy. But like I said, I'm committed. I'm really committed to this, and I really want the lifestyle that I desire, and I want to give my family the lifestyle they desire. So like I said, I had to change some of my habits. And then also I had to stop hanging around all the people that I used to hang around. And which is some of my people that was close to me. Some of my people that was close to me, and I ain't gonna lie, it kind of hurt me sometimes, and I miss some of my friends, but at the end of the day, like I said, you got to be able to align your goals with your standards. And if they're not on the same mission as you, they don't got the same goals as you, then there's no need to hang around them. You see them in the streets, there's no love lost. They understand what I'm going through, and I understand that they want to still do what they do. And so, like I said, that's part of changing your habits. All right, which brings me to step number 3. So once you make your commitment, once you dedicate yourself, once you change your habits, once you change the people's, places, and things you was doing, then that's when you start making goals. You start making goals that you can accomplish. So what I did is I made 2 short-term goals and 3 long-term goals, and then I created a vision board and made 3 steps to each goal. That way I could know what I'm working towards and how I'm going to accomplish these goals. See, most of us have goals, but we don't have the steps to how we're going to accomplish them. You can't just say I'm going to be a millionaire and don't have the steps to how you're going to do it. So I actually created a vision board so I can get the results that I'm looking for. Then I had to think about my purpose. Then I came up with a massive action plan, which I learned from my mentor. So, and these goals help me stay aligned in what I'm doing and help me stay focused on what I'm targeting. And I had to think about how will my family benefit from this. Like, how will my family benefit from me if I change my life, if I make this commitment, if I make this commitment to them, if I make this commitment to myself, if I change my habits, if I start putting more energy into them and stop putting all this energy into the streets, stop putting all this negativity in the streets and start turning my negatives into positives. How would this benefit them? See, a lot of us, when we out here taking chances and risking our lives, we don't think about our loved ones, or we don't think about, damn, how is this affecting our home life? We don't think about the risks we bring into our families. We don't think about the dangers. So like I said, my goals help me stay aligned on what I'm focused with. And my goals shows me what I'm working towards. And then at the end of the day, once you make your goals, you know what to do. You know what you're working for. You know what you got to wake up and do. You know you're not just waking up for no reason no more. You're not waking up just lost. So me setting these goals kept me aligned and kept me on target to start living the life that I want to live, start giving my family a better life. And so what I did was I started self-educating myself. I started reading more. Now, since I done changed my life, I probably done read close to 40 books. I read close to 40 books, and I don't mean baby books. I'm in seminars. I'm buying courses. I'm learning new ways to invest. So I used to risk my life in the streets. Now I take risks in the stock market. Now I take risks buying a course. Now I might take risks investing in the seminar. Don't get me wrong. Everything that you invest in, you know, you might not get the results that you may be looking for. Some stuff might not be for you, but that's the part of taking a risk. I had to think about it like this. I used to take risks every day when I leave the house, whether I got a gun on me, whether I got drugs on me, or whether I'm riding with somebody that got a gun on them or got drugs on them. So I'm risking my life. So why not take risk investing in myself? So a part of these goals, a part of me setting these goals had a lot to do with me investing in myself. And a lot of us won't make the investment in ourselves because we're scared to take the risk. And we definitely won't make the sacrifice. So you got to learn how to start taking risks, and you got to learn how to make sacrifices. And this is really how I changed my life. Once I changed my philosophy, then my whole life changed. And now I'm able to do things, and call peoples that I would never be able to contact if I didn't change my life. And whether that's the judge I was just telling you all about, I got a couple of friends that if I wouldn't change my life, I wouldn't be able to contact them. Now my conversations is different. I'm not talking about the same things I used to talk about. So like I said, make a commitment, dedicate yourself, change your habits. Don't be scared to lose friends. You're gonna lose friends. You lose friends every day. Don't be trying to be cool. And once you do all those things, or once I did all those things, like I said, I started making goals for myself. So this is how I changed my life with these 3 simple steps. So yeah, this is how I did it, and like I said, I like to lead by example so you could take heed to it. If you was ever in my situation before, if you was ever in the streets, if you was ever risking your life in the streets, if you was ever selling drugs, if you was ever using drugs, if you ever thought it was impossible. So my main thing is, I like to tell people is, invest your way out, don't plan your way out. Because there's been a few times where I tried to plan my way out of getting out the streets and it never worked because I never had a plan. So now I had a backup plan this time. I invested my way out. I started investing in the lawn care, and then lawn care opened my mind up to some other things, and what brought more opportunities. Brought more opportunities to me. More doors started opening to me. I got more resources now. I got access now. I got information now, and I definitely got more knowledge than I ever had before in life. So, like I said, just if you ever need advice or someone towards, you could look at me, for example. I'm in a wheelchair, and now I'm a living testament of what you can do if you put your mind to it, if you develop a strong mindset, if you stop worrying about what your friends or what your old girlfriends or what social media think. I'm a living testament of what you can do. I turned the impossible to impossible. I turned I can't to I can. So, like I said, what I like to tell people is invest your way out. Don't plan your way out. I failed numerous times doing that. So make sure you have some type of investment strategy, and make sure that you have a plan. Don't just get out the streets, or don't just try to change your life and you don't have no type of plan to back you over there, because at the end of the day, all it's gonna do is get you back into those same traps. And once you change your life and go legit, you can't do some of those things that you used to do. You can't go shopping every week. You can't go buy Jordans every week. You still can't be in the clubs. You can't be buying designer. You got to really start making sacrifices and start investing in yourself and start learning the value of money. Now I only use my money to buy access, or to get access, to buy information, and to buy more knowledge. So again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Jay Martin. And I'll see y'all next week. Stay motivated, stay prayed up. Don't forget I still trap.